Hi everyone, I'm Amena and welcome to my channel. Be welcome to my vlog. And with that said, I'm going to let you know that yes, there is no introduction and no outro. However, within the next 2 weeks or so, I'm going to start adding those back in. Um, I usually have an intro where it has the title of the video as well as who it's by. Now, when I started this channel, it was literally called Lady Amena. That's why all my videos have by Lady Amena. Now, yeah, about that. Uh, it was one of those things where I gained that title through Second Life, but I've dropped it in Second Life in favor of something else. Yeah. Either way, MEna Angelfire is my YouTube account at this point. And yes, that is one of the names I use to introduce myself when I'm doing my main videos. Now, with my vlogs, they will always have me saying, "Hiya, I'm Amena," because that is one of those things where it gives a little bit of, okay, I'm not doing this, I'm doing this instead. I'm actually talking about real life things and stuff. And part of the reason it was called, my channel is called MEna Angelfire is because that gives me leeway to talk about or whatever, have whatever content that I want on my channel. But because my content is usually about exploring, and with the outros always being be true to you, um, yeah, that's my channel in a nutshell. Be true to you. That means be true to who you are. I don't want to see, oh, this is workplace you, this is church you, this is casual you. I want you. Be true to yourself. And yeah, there will be people who are like, oh, how dare you be like this and not be this? It's like, excuse me, but if you're being true to who you are, you shouldn't have to feel like you need to conform to everything. That's what society dictates, though. Society dictates that, oh, you're supposed to conform to this attitude and do this and be a good little lemming. Now, granted, lemmings don't actually uh, follow other lemmings off a cliff, but that is a phrase that unfortunately sticks. Now, one of the things I want to mention is yes, part of the reason I didn't have the intro or outro for so long at this point is because of events, current events, uh, yeah, events I needed to process. What's really bad about it is one person's death isn't the only person. There were multiple people who were murdered, killed, whatever, in a short period of time, usually of color of one sort or another. Oh, and while I'm on that topic, I'm going to mention this. Yes, there will be people saying we should be doing peaceful protests. Yes, that's what we should be doing. We should be having peaceful protests. But the ones who are doing the rioting and doing the looting are going to be saying, oh, we need violence. Don't do that. Try your hardest to be peaceful about your protests. Now, granted, people in charge don't always listen, don't want to listen. I know somebody with a very orange complexion who is like that. But we won't go into that. Instead, if someone is saying we should have peaceful protests and that's it, do not jump down their throats. Do not tell them they're wrong. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, they are right. And the ones who are saying, let's be violent about this, are wrong. Now, hopefully, the ones who have been saying, oh, we need this, will stop jumping down the throats of those who are advocating for peaceful protests. Now, I'm not going to hold my breath. I know that doesn't always work. But if you can do that first, before anything else, it's worth a try. It's worth a try. So please, give it a try. Now, that I've gotten that off my chest, let's go on to the next topic. Now, for those of you who have been watching my channel for a while, know that I have been trying to work on my voice. So it's getting closer and closer to what I really want. Now, granted, it might take some time, but I've came across videos where there are people who are using their own female voices and they're not even trans. And the whole reason they're doing this is because they are trolling people on things like Omegle and stuff like that. And I'm not really upset about that. Yes, I kind of get a laugh out of it because these people are straight as straight can be. And it's like, why are they doing this? It's mostly to get laughs. And for the most part, they do get laughs. And they're laughing not only with the person that they just trolled, that person is laughing with them too. That's how it should be when people pull a troll or a prank or something like that. Unfortunately, not everybody is like those decent people. Because if they can laugh with their audience and laugh at themselves too, well, they can go ahead. But I'm gonna say this. Can you guys please share your secret with me? Now, it's one of those things where if they can pull it off without any problems, then why am I having such a hard time? Um, but I've also heard that one of the ways that you can work on your voice is by reading a paragraph or something every night from a book in your most feminine voice that you can muster. And eventually it will click. Now, I don't know if that's fact or fiction. All I can do is give it a shot. Now, one of the biggest questions I have is would you guys want me to do like read a paragraph like that for my vlogs? Well, give or take. Uh, it's one of those things where I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. But even if I don't do it on camera, I'm going to have to do something every night off camera. Now, speaking of on camera, I'm going to try to see if my OBS will pick up without doing frozen screens, things like Five Nights at Freddy's with the face cam. Because if it can do it this time around with this newer computer, maybe, just maybe, there may be Facecam Nightmares. Now, Facecam Nightmares is supposed to be a series where I am playing specifically horror-like games that might make me jump, squeal, scream, whatever, and just be unnerved. And, yeah, you'll get to see my reactions if this works out. Now, and of course, we were talking about games, so I'm going to talk about Diablo. Now, I did find out that the Diablo series has, well, shall we say the storyline is depressing all the way around. Sure, the good guys win at the end of the first game, but by the second game they've been overtaken by the darkness they fought in the first game, therefore making it essential for the heroes of the second game to kill the heroes of the last game. And apparently, this third Diablo is uh, more dreary than the second one, and yeah, I think I might like Fate's storyline a little bit better, or Torchlight even. Hey, heck, Grim Dawn at least tells you that the war is already lost. It's just a game of survival at this point. Knowing that you've already lost and all you're doing is trying to survive tells you that yes, it's a grim storyline, but at least you have a chance of surviving it. Whereas Diablo, it's not straightforward. It tells you do this, and everything will be alright. No, nope. But there's a lot of different games that I can play at this point. I've got a huge backlog. I've got games on my wish list. And I'm thinking work on getting the farming games first. Um, yeah, and of course other things. Um, but either way, I'm losing track of what I want to talk about. So at this point, I think I'm gonna end this episode here, or rather, I'm gonna end my vlog here and leave you all with this. If you have been enjoying my content, please feel free to leave a like and or subscribe. You can also leave a comment down below in the comment section. Be sure to hit the notification bell because YouTube doesn't always like to share. Be safe, be healthy, and as always, be true to you. Amena, signing out.